$3,447. It is day 46 of the journey to $100 million. And today, basically, the stock market went up a little bit. My life didn't change that much. And look, we've made the videos for the courses on the free school group, link in the description. And the Life Upgrade Society is going to have its first upgrade available. So it's an exciting time to join the school group, link in the description. I've also sent the link out to a bunch of friends so that I can finally get onto the double-digit mark for members. We've currently got 8 members, and if I can hit 10, I'll be a happy chappy. Now, yesterday I mentioned that I bought $150 worth of business books. I started reading them today. I was just out the front with the birds. It was pretty cool. And yeah, I wanted to talk about why I spent $150 on the business books before I spent a cent on ads. So, I've done ads before. I've spent a lot of money on ads from the last business that I ran. Probably in the neighborhood of like 20 grand in a year, give or take. So I'm pretty comfortable on ads, and especially Facebook ads. Like, been there, done that, made sense. And yeah, I didn't have the business skills behind me, but I have used the platforms before. What I haven't done is had a business that strategically made sense and actually made legitimate money and income for me. So the last business that I had, where I spent all the money on the ads, it was great in the sense of it was a learning experience, and I got to really get good at doing ads. I got to learn Shopify, drop shipping, all of that stuff, except I wasn't really drop shipping because I was making the product. But anyways, manufacturing, let's go with, and systems, workflows, all that stuff. But I didn't have an actual strategy, and I didn't know anything about business going into it. So while it seemed like a good idea at the time, and I was like, man, I'm making so much money, look at all this revenue, I didn't actually think about profit. And then the business just died, and I was like, this is so bad. And I probably, over the course of that business existing, I probably made less than $1 an hour, possibly 50 cents per hour of time that I invested into it, which is not ideal. And the economics of it actually got worse as time went on. So at the start, I might have made like $2 an hour, and then at the end, I was making 50 cents an hour, and it was not looking up. So I spent $150 on the business books because I didn't want to make the same mistakes twice. The last one, I went in with, hey, I'm going to learn how to run ads, and I have a thing that I might be able to sell people. Right now, I already know how to run ads, and I have something that I can sell to people. But what I don't have is a real strategy to actually think long term about, hey, once I sell this thing to people, what then? I was watching the Patrick Bet-David, the Jubilee surrounded thing where it's like 1 capitalist versus 20 anti-capitalists. And a thing that stuck out to me as I was sort of mentally debating both sides in my head was that one of the people said something to the effect of, yeah, but, capitalism doesn't work because it's only short-term money-making. And then Patrick's like, nah, man, capitalism works because the incentives, you've got, long-term incentives, you can't just sell someone a bad experience. Something to that effect. And I was thinking about it, and a big part of capitalism is that the best capitalists, or the best capitalists, are the ones who can think the furthest ahead and maximize lifetime profits, or intergenerational profits would be even stronger. So you take something like, let's say, you have an AI and you can train the AI a certain amount before you let it loose, and then it makes you a certain amount of money back based on the skill. So if you spend 1,000 hours training an AI and then you let it out loose on the world, it makes $1,000. The best capitalists would go, well, if I can train an AI for infinite time, then it will make me infinite money, and that's the best return. So the better capitalists that think further ahead, and yes, money is the goal, But they're also thinking like, well, I can't just take this person's money and then burn them and never talk to them again. That's bad business. So I was thinking about that, and I was like, man, probably the component that I'm lacking, like, I'm okay on sales, not massive on phone calls, but I have the resources to be able to fix that, and I also have a business model where I might not even need to do that. We'll see. When I say phone calls, I mean cold calls. And yeah, probably the number one thing that I'm lacking is prioritization for resources and a real strategy for the business. So I bought This Is Strategy by Seth Godin. I bought .com Secrets, Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson. I bought Poor Charlie's Almanac and War by Robert Greene. And all of those books, they're, in a big part, they're about strategy. And I've listened to the audiobook for .com Secrets, Expert Secrets, and Poor Charlie's Almanac. But when I was listening to it, I was doing other things at the same time. And I remembered from $100 Million Offers the thing about, you can just like read a book, audio, and book at the same time. And then you like double your attention because you're using more senses. So I'm going to try that out with those three. But today I started reading This Is Strategy. And already things are starting to bubble away in my brain. Like Seth says that an elegant strategy is what you should be aiming for. And it's a strategy that gets better with time. So it's like the digital marketing agency that gets better at digital marketing. The fact that they're better at digital marketing serves as proof for their digital marketing agency. And then it becomes that flywheel. Same idea with the Hustle Bros and the Lamborghinis. It's like, you get one Lamborghini, and then someone's like, oh, he's rich, so he must know what to do. I'll pay him for a course. And then because you buy the course, then he gets another Lamborghini, and then you're like, wow, this guy's got 2 Lamborghinis. He definitely knows something. And then you pay him money for the course, and so on and so forth. It's that flywheel effect. And I haven't thought about how I'm going to implement that within the school, but when I think of something, you'll be the first to know about it. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe and join the school group if you haven't already. I will see you tomorrow.